YouTube, what's going on, y'all? If y'all were in the stream last night, y'all got to see a good one. We played an overnight tournament. It was 2 rounds for us. It was a smaller overnight tournament. A lot of good players in, a lot of good teams. 2K League champions played in this. We were out here. We were playing pro-am with our pickup team. We got a couple pros on our team. We got Big Rain from Pacers Gaming. We got Tac Tuck from Lakers Gaming. We got Antoine from the Cavs Legion GC. So we got some professionals. They got former professionals. They got Sherm, Dweck, Duggs, D Double, and Juan all played professionally in the 2K League. So there's a lot of good pro-am experience out here. This is sets up for a goodie. This is the finals. This is the finals. This is the win the finals of this overnight tournament. So if you didn't get to watch the whole tournament, be sure to go check out the latest live stream. Since this is pro-am, go to the pro-am playlist, and there'll be a big live video there of like 2.5 hours of gameplay. That's the whole tournament. But yeah, so what you're gonna see right here is we got our 5 versus their 5. We got 3 pro/former pros, and they got 5 pro/former pros. So a lot of good experience, a lot of great players out here. They got Sherm. He proved in the 2K League he's an elite player. They got Duggs, great dude, great player. He showed he was solid in the 2K League as well. And they just got a lot of good talent. This is a great team we're playing against. Here I go here, starting with my little slow fade. I found my spot. This is gonna be a little different than the rec, y'all. You're gonna see I'm not gonna touch the ball as much. I'm not a point guard here. I'm just a complimentary player to my point guard for when we need to help out a little bit. But here we go. It's 2-0. We're up 1-0 in the series here. It's a best of 3 to win the whole best of 3. We're up 1-0. We won the first game. We made them quit out. We're up maybe 15, 20 points, and they got out of there. Look at that. Great vision there by Antoine, our point guard. Just a great point guard. You know, he can score the rock, but he's great with facilitating too. He's just a well-rounded guard. So right here, we're just kind of thinking, like I'm telling him, I want the ball in Dweck's hands a little bit here. He's he's playing on a delay. He's playing, we're playing on East Coast servers. He's a West Coast player, so it's kind of tough for him to play. But he's been a part of this Make It Happen team for a while. Look at this right here. Good defense here. They run a 5 out. They got their center can pop. So we got 2 essential lockdowns basically on it, switching when necessary, communicating well. Tac Tuck and Ankles both communicating well, both doing good stuff. Right here, I'm just moving around, trying to, this year is tough to score on offense, especially against good teams. It's a lot easier to play defense this year. So I'm trying to run around, just make the defense move and shift and make them think a little bit, while also not getting in my point guard's way too much, which can be a little bit of a nuisance. Right here, we're noticing they're switching their offense. Last game, they ran a lot of pick and roll, pick and pop with their center. They got their center away from things. They're trying to attack our point guard, Antoine. He's on a smaller build with no defense. So their adjustment after game 1 was, we're going to attack him. We couldn't score last game. We're going to attack their small guy with no defense. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get in the overload set here. And we're going to also make a defensive adjustment. I was following their shooting guard the whole time. Look at that shot right there. Bingo. I got the green bean. I gotta knock that down for my point guard. Especially in this 2K. You gotta make your opens. But yeah, so we're kind of gonna make an adjustment here. I tell Ankles, I'm like, you just take whoever lines up in the middle of the file. Look at that blitz by Tac. That's a great play. Going to the rack. Game reward slashing this year. You're going to get a dunk or you're going to get fouled for the most part. I'd say 80% of the time. Being aggressive, slashing the paint is going to work out. And poof, off the back rim. Tac Tuck was struggling with the free throws a little bit. This is his first real competitive reps on this new game. He's got a lot of stuff going on. So, this was basically a coming out party for him to get his reps in on the new game competitively. And he did a great job today. The only knock you can have on his game today was he could not knock down a free throw. Go back in the stream, check it out. Look at Ankles with the blitz pluck. Ankles was causing a lot of havoc. We came out here, we had basically a double lock thing going on with our pickup squad. Ankles has an unfinished power forward build, but we went with double lock. We said this. I think that we're gonna like this. Here I go. I'm working with the ball here. I'm not great with the ball in my hands in pro. Spin jumper though. Bow. With the way the game just plays this year and the way plucks are and stuff, I'm not trying to dribble too much in front of the defender. I'm trying to utilize that screen, make one move, and go. So So right there, I utilize my spin jumper. I like to shoot post hop shots, spin jumpers, fadeaways. Right here, we're letting him kill. We gotta let him kill. He's playing delayed on the West Coast server. It's a little unfair to him, but and he's struggling with his shot. I was noticing them playing earlier in the tournament. He was struggling with his shot a little bit. So, you know, I'm playing more of the roll pass. I'm making sure they don't get easy slips, stuff like that. Me and Ankles are both on the roll. We're not forcing a lock on him on Dweck because the game's a little slow, a little sluggish, and it's tough to play when you're delayed. Great mash here by Rain. Great mash. Rain was very patient in this series. He made a lot of good reads early on in game 1 and stuff like that. So game 2, he comes out, he's aggressive, makes good plays. We're up 11-2. This sets the tone. Their point guard's cold. He gets by though. That's their strategy right there. We're attacking the small guard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move Ankles to the center of the defense to guard whoever's in the center, which is usually Dweck now. I'm gonna have him pinch more, and we're gonna have Tac Tuck get on the sideline and not let him drive towards Twan. We're gonna force Sherm back to the middle of the floor. So when we do that, it's gonna make it tough because we got basically 2 locks. Great mash by Rain again. We basically got 2 locks that can shut down the floor and shrink the floor. We got good size on this team. Pause. Our ball right there. Great pressure by Tac. You know, that's gonna be gonna be the way we adapt. Twan's on a small player. He's got no defense he's got no defense on his build. So we gotta put a little makeup on it. You all remember when Isaiah Thomas played with the Celtics? They had to kind of hide him a little bit. We don't actually really gotta hide Twan. He wants to play defense. Even though his build got no defense, he's got a lot of stick work. He's got good defense. You're gonna see it. But we don't want them getting that free attack every game. So right here, we're trying to tell Tac, hey, cut off that sideline a little bit. We're trying to tell him a little bit. He's trying to play straight up. He gives up the sideline again. He's still there, though. He's still there. And we're going to live with that. They throw it to their sharp up top, who's a little bit delayed. He's been struggling with his shot. We're living with that. I'm going to play 2 there. That's basically my decision. I'm going to try to bait him a little bit and bait the hash, too. I got to play both. That's my responsibility there. And I'm cool with that. And that was my executive decision. Essentially, was saying leave him open. There's another tough shot. He got to earn it. Knocks it down. That's a great make by him. He's still got to earn it. The strategy is he's got to beat us. It's kind of the same strategy the teams use against us right here. Like, I'm on a big sharp so I can play defense and I can shoot creative shots. But you got to make me beat you for the most part. Like, you're going to have more success than letting Twan beat you. Because Twan's a super talented guard. That's the thing. I told Ankles, we're cool. You can pinch, do as much as you want, help out in the paint as much as you want. Ooh, good snatch block. Twan thought he was gonna dunk there. Twan, no points, but he's got 4 assists and he's taking care of the rock, which is important in this game. Can't give up fast breaks. But really, it's like, I'm telling Ankles, play your game. Feel free to leave him home. I can guard too a little bit. Rain can help me, I can help him. Here we go though. We're trying to shrink the floor. Tac's taking away that corner, so we're forcing the middle. There you go. Makes him make a quick read. I shouldn't have jumped there. I was out of position. Here goes the rotations. I'm leaving that. I'm baiting for the pass. He's got to show us. It's basically manipulating. It's a little unfair, but that's kind of how Pro-Am's always been. Is, you know, the majority of players are East on each team. Like, I think they have 1 West player, so we're playing on East. And, you know, I give Dweck the benefit of the doubt. When he played last year in an in-person event, he played very well. And, you know, right here, you know, he's playing under delayed circumstances. Anybody can understand. Oh, look at that size up by Twan. He shoots it from so deep downtown, knocks it down. It's a big shot, 16-7. Yeah, we gotta make Dweck beat us here, and it's a big difference if he can knock down some of those open shots. It's a closer game. Right there, we give up that sideline again. I think we're really starting to communicate it now. I think Twan tells Tag after that, he's like, "Yo, we gotta cut off the sideline," and everybody's like, "Yeah, let's cut off sideline." Tag's like, "Yep, we're gonna cut off that sideline." Just a kind of a fluke pluck there. Plucks are kind of OP this year, so it's kind of to be expected like that. Right here, we're communicating, good comms going on. Like I said, if you want to hear the team's comms, in the video recording I have right now, I don't have, their voices weren't allowed, so I'm just voicing over it instead of having it pure because it was just my voice. But in the live stream, if you go back into the, like I said, the Pro-Am playlist and go watch it back, you skip forward to like the last hour of the stream to watch this, you can hear everybody's voices. In the stream it's allowed, in the videos it's not. I don't know why. Probably something in my settings. Right now, I'm just enjoying commentating over this. Big Rain. Here we go to Tag. Nice and patient. Get it to the big man. Let him lay it in. Rain's taking care of business this game. He's taking advantage of their center. They have an undersized popping center, so we're taking advantage of that a little bit. They have the speed advantage, but if we don't let them play fast, we're good. Right here, Tac and Ankles communicating well. Tac's got the purple hair, Ankles got the red hair. I'm telling Ankles here, you got middle. Yep, we're leaving him on ball. We're good. We're pinching, though. You got to shrink the floor. You can't let him get any space to work. There you go, little pinch. We're rotating out. You got to rotate. Got to move. Got to move. Great defense as a team there. They had so much trouble scoring against us because of kind of a lineup run, but how in tune we were as a team. We're very in tune as a team. Played very well together. Communicated and just had fun out there. And everybody was rotating for each other. It was just good ball. Here you go. We're wrapping out. Twan shoots the fade. Not a bad shot. Big Rain, though. Big Rain's taking advantage of his size advantage. That's what he's doing. He's taking advantage of the size advantage here. And that's where it's really paying dividends for him. Here you go. The back cut. Rain, a little slow to it. Gets there in time for the contest. But the game credits slashing, like I said. So if you're aggressive attacking the bucket, you're gonna get a decent amount of fouls, a decent amount of finishes as well, some and ones. But we're fine with that. That's fine. They're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, trying to really get creative and think of ways to score. They're not scoring though. They're having problems scoring. We're cool with that. If they're fighting for twos, they're fighting for twos. Look at that by Twan. He just knows, like, the whole time during the tournament, he just knew. Every time he told Rain, just dive to the bucket, I got you. He just caught them off balance. Like right there, Twan kind of got open a little bit, but he just threw it down the paint. He says, you don't got thumbs. You're not clicking a button here. And it's not even the fact that they didn't have thumbs. It's more the fact we give up baseline again. Got to stop giving up baseline. It's not even the fact that they don't got thumbs. It's just awkward timing. And Twan does a great job of manipulating that awkward timing. He's just a very timed PG. He manages the game, plays very smart. And he's really gotten so much better at the... I mean, he's always been a skilled player, but as the years of his last few years have evolved, he's really grown as like a floor general and just all-around player. Really controls the tempo, the pace of the game. He's got the defense playing his game. And as you can see, the only way this team's beating us is forcing turnovers and hitting threes, and they're not getting any of that because he's controlling the tempo. Not a bad shot. The screen was hidden. He jumped through the screen. D-double jumped through the screen. Not a bad shot at all, especially that late in the possession. Now we got to be careful here, though. They cut it to 5. This is where momentum can swing in 2K. We got to be careful here. Try not to give up a turnover here. Try not to get plucked. Smart pass by him to get it out of his hands. He was about to get plucked potentially. Here he goes. I'm trying to work on my shot right here. Step back. I like that shot. Don't knock it down, though. Slightly late. Not a bad shot, though. Tuck makes a heads-up play. Gets a crazy steal animation. And we're heads up with the timeout. Ankle spam timeout. I spam timeout. Everybody's heads up so we don't get a backcourt violation. That's a big steal right there. Because they could come down and hit a 3 now. It's a 2-point game. It's anybody's game. We get the steal back. The other team's rattled. They're not having a fun time out here. And it's big for us. It's big. Now we could try to score this possession. This would be huge. And Duggs gets a back pluck on me. I try to dot ankles, tacking ankles, icons. We're switching the whole series. And I dot and I hit tag, which actually might have been a dot if he was still in the corner. But here we go with the missed free throws. I think he's going to give us one here, though. He's going to give us one here. Like I said, this was his first night really playing on the game and actually shooting free throws on the new game. So it's a little different. Timing's different. The feel of the game's different. We can understand. At the end of the day, he's picking it up on defense. The other team's not scoring. Look at that. Just being aggressive, shrinking the floor, making them look at Rain. Aggressive to the drop. I slide down to the corner. I'm playing that lane for him. Everybody's picking up for each other right now. Rain, great defense. He's walling up their guard. As Sherm runs out, you see that right there? Sherm runs out. Our lock picks him up. Rain stays in the paint to pick up the cutter. It's just great heads-up basketball. And it's stuff that sometimes doesn't even need to be said. Like there's comms there, but there's an understanding. Rain knows he's got the paint. He knows somebody's probably cutting there. Right here, I tell ankles, you got ball, you got ball, you got ball. I'm pinching. Right here. He throws a guesser to the wing. Tuck gets there, gets a contest. We're just doing a great job as a team, shrinking the floor and making it difficult. We got them running a tight overload set in the corner trying to attack our point guard. It's not comfortable to do. It's not fun to do. And one. That's a buck. 25-17. The other team's feeling the pressure. We blew them out last game, late in the game. They're feeling that pressure. Our defense was astounding all night. Our defense was locked down. Like I said, not only because our 2 top defenders and ankles and tag are playing great D and getting a lot of plucks. Oh, wow. Bang, bang. You got to live with that. We're cool. Like, we see that dunk. We're like, it's all good, y'all. Up 7, that's fine. They're probably saying the same thing. They're probably saying, oh, we didn't play well. We're down 7. It's fine. We're good. We got a chance. You see their shooting guard, though. He's 1 of 5. You got to find that guy. Like, hey, man, we got to let him shoot a little bit. They're 1 of 8 from 3. They're not playing great. We're forcing a decent amount of turnovers. We're rebounding well. It's a gritty game, and that's how these competitive pro-am games play. It's about controlling the pace, not giving up break points. That's just what it's about. Tag being aggressive with his reach. Perfect. Live with it. First foul. Done a great job managing his fouls. Like I said, plucking his OP this year. You got to be ready for that. They dot the middleman. Great pass by Sherman, but his sharp just isn't knocking it down. And that, like I said, and that can be partially due to delay. He's playing from Cali, and the defensive three. Their center Juan gave up quite a few of these. I mean, it's the type of thing that happens with him sometimes. Is he can kind of get checked out of the game. He's got a history of that, to be honest. He got checked out of the game here. You can tell with that defensive three. They're only down 8-2, which is sad because you know they should still be fighting here. But you know we're not gonna help them out at all. End of the possession here. Let me take the shot for my point guard. Don't want your point guard getting cold. I feel like I could get a decent shot. Didn't get a good shot there, but it's better than my point guard taking a bad shot. And this whole time we're talking. If y'all really want to go back and watch the stream, you're gonna hear great comms. Go back and skip like an hour or two into this. Look at that defense by Big Rain. He knows I got him, so he drops fast. He gets there in time. Look at Rain's in the paint. He's there. I'm there. I'm Big Rain. I'm there in the paint. Shout out Big Rain, yo. Be sure to check out his YouTube. Y'all want to see his center build? If y'all go back and watch it or just see how he's dominating, go check out Big MF Rain on YouTube. You should see his build videos. He's got a popper video for a big shooting center with Jokic on it. And then he's also got a Wilt Chamberlain one. It should have a lot of views on it. You should be hard to miss. Big MF Rain, REIGN. Be sure to check out his YouTube. Great dude, great content, professional. I get blitzed here. Come up with the ball, luckily. Quickly hit my guard. And that's a 3-ball. And like I said, they're checked. It can happen easy. I mean, look at Rain. 12 points, 9 boards. Look at their center. 1 board. 0s. 3 fouls. He's just not playing with Big Rain in this series. And like I said, we have the size advantage, so we got to take advantage of that, and that's what we're doing. We're manipulating the lack of size they have. If you're going to be on a popper, you have to take advantage of it, and they're not. And it's because we're communicating well and we're playing good D. We live with that shot. Oh my god. A shot like that, you can kind of tell they're kind of checking out right now. It's not looking good for them. Twan's going to the rack, kicks it out. Ankle's good. It's a pocket, but it would probably been contested. Great no shot. We don't have to force bad shots right now. We're in control. Ankles, heads up play. Here I go with the ball here. I'm going to give it to Rain. I'm telling him, give me back. Pass it back. Right here, I'm looking to the midi. It's a little step back. Bang. You saw he bite on that first shot. He hears the beeps going on. He jumps at it. He should have help there. And if he did and they jumped at my midi, I hit the little step back. Easy money. That's the thing. I play this game very... You won't see competitive pro-am players play like me. And that's what I'm saying. They're trying to take advantage of Twan. Great blitz by Twan there. He blitzes, gets the steal. And then he goes for the kill shot. Oh, I swear, and I quote, this man Twan ran to the hoop and said, fuck it. He said, fuck it. And he went up there and tried the tomahawk, windmill, jam sandwich, ended for him. At the end of the day, they're checked. That possession, like, we still want to take care of it and make sure we don't give him any life, any air. You see that pinch right there? I pinch him back to tack. So Sherm has to turn his body and go towards the paint. It switches hands to his left hand, tacks right there. Boom, easy reach, easy pluck. That's how the game works this year. It is OP. It should get nerfed a little bit, the plucks. But that's how the game works. I pinch. Tack comes from behind, gets the back pluck. Just how the game works this year. Like I said, I'm not a fan of it. When I play guard, I'm terrified. Look at that. Just a heads up play. Sherm's reaching. I veer off. Twan makes an easy read. I knock down my drifting shot, and that's essentially game. That's game for them. I believe they're about right here. They're gonna quit right here. Easy back plug, bang. Like I said, I'm not a fan of it, but that's just how the game is right now. That's just what it is. Hey man, anybody who came through, appreciate the love. We were champions. Not a lot of money, but for pride, for winning's sake, we won. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends to tell your friends. Good vibes, y'all. See you in the next video.